So we are gonna move on to our next section, which is probably our most difficult section. It's kind of gonna be the section that takes you the most time after you've sort of put on your base and either like got some paper to make the circular body or some toilet paper rolls. Your next really, really tricky part is going to be the connector. So I will go ahead and Edwin, were you going to talk about that one or
Yep.
was it on? Okay,
Yeah,
Anya,
yeah. Yep.
I'll
I'll
let
talk
you
about
go
that.
ahead and talk.
All right, cool. So my bobblehead, I decided that I wanted to be Iron Man because he's a huge inspiration for, creating and doing amazing things, right? And he has the Iron Man suit, which is a huge inspiration, right, to be able to create something like that. So if you think about the spring here, that's going to be a very important portion of this bobblehead because that's what makes the bobble go bobble, right? So the spring is going to be very important. So when I decided to use to figure out which spring I was going to use, I decided that I was going to try to get a couple different pins with different types of springs because I know that spring is going to have different dynamics based on either how tightly wound it is or how thick the metal gauge is. That's going to affect how springy it is or how strong it is in order to create that bobblehead effect. So I got a couple different pins that I selected, and I found that it was actually this longer spring that worked the best, where the shorter, more tightly wound spring actually made it so that the bobblehead would almost lean down too much, so it was almost too heavy. So with using this longer spring I did it very similar to how the instructions said. I used some of those little sticks and I stuck them both on both sides. But then I found that when I put those sticks in the skewer sticks in there on both sides, I found that they were just slightly too small. So I ended up having to I actually wrapped one layer of masking tape around the skewer stick and to increase that diameter slightly, so that you didn't have your bobblehead wouldn't swing back and forth like this. It would stay pretty rigid and allow it to bobble. Um, Something else that I did, and I'm not sure if it helped a lot, but I'm going to tell myself it did because it makes sense to me. But in order to allow it to not dive down so far like that, I also tried to add a little bit of weight to the back of it here so that, that additional weight would actually kind of help to counteract it and move it back further that way. So yeah, that's kind of what my way of going about my bobblehead was, and yeah, there you go.
That's really great. That's so smart to add that tape around the diameter because I definitely had the same problem and I ended up like taping mine together and kind of trying to make it work that way.
Hmm.
And I also had a very similar issue where my head was leaning forward, still is leaning forward, but it's a little bit better. And I got like this nice little piece of pipe cleaner here that I added on the back too that definitely helped me out. And I think from Liz's example earlier, like pipe cleaner or something that you can sort of wind together like a wire or something like that is also a really good option.
Hmm.
Um, so I love your Iron Man. That is so great. And my question for you is going to be, how are you going to be Iron Man in real life?
Oh man, that's a tough question. I can go all over the place with that one, I guess. I think the way that I would love to be Iron Man in real life is to really understand some of the big issues that are in society and try to figure out ways to solve those issues. And they can range from many different things. Myself and Alvin talked about before that one of the things that we don't enjoy always doing is taking out the trash because you got to take the trash out of the trash can, you got to wrap it up, you got to take it out to the trash, and then you got to come back in, remember to put another bag in the trash can. So how can we automate that process so that it makes it a little bit easier on us, so we don't always have to go through that entire process of taking out the trash, right? For example, even with talking with Quad, we've had the idea of potentially, we're both ridden on motorcycles before, right? So um, everybody knows that motorcycles aren't the safest. So a way to make those safer is potentially to do a airbag that would automatically kind of enclose you if you get in an accident, and it would kind of save you from having a big injury or whatnot. So it could range from a lot of different things, but really trying to understand the issues or problems that we could have in a society, and trying to solve those issues would be amazing to be able to do. Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm picturing like that scene that I sort of remember from Iron Man where he like keeps bouncing around like off the walls
Mhm.
and like figures out how to use his like air to not run into things.
Yep.
So we're gonna do that with motorcycles, make it happen.
Exactly.
There we
Exactly.
go. I would love for them to be safer too.